Lads, very welcome to the show. First off, how are the heads?
I suppose I've been answer that first. I'm not sounding the best, but it's been a hectic week, and you know, everyone really enjoyed themselves, and I thought after, I suppose, the win that we had on Sunday, you know, we did go on a good session.
A bit of a blur, Derek, is the way to describe it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit of a blur, right, to be fair. Like, 2 or 3 days were hectic, but I suppose we stopped there the last couple of days and things are beginning to sink in now, but it's great to look back on, alright.
Have you come back down to earth? Yes. Is it possible to come back down to earth the week after winning an All-Ireland title?
I suppose you have to at some stage. You know, as Derek said, our reality kicks in, and you know, you have to go back to work and head back to your clubs there, and I suppose the support we've all got from our clubs out throughout the year, you know, it can be hard, and lads they're waiting for maybe the second round of championship and waiting 2 or 3 months because we're tied up at Cork, but they've been very understanding all through the year, and you really have to kind of drive on as soon as you get back with them.
What's been the high point of the week, Derek?
Just 2 homecomings, I suppose. You had in the city Monday night and you had Bantry Tuesday night, so 2 of them were just electric.
40,000 people in Cork on Monday night. That must have been incredible, was it?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose, look, the Cork supporters have been great throughout the years, and they've always stood by us, win or lose, and I suppose it really made up for them last Sunday when we won, and you know, I think it meant just as much to them as it did to the 30 lads that are involved, and even the players that have been there previous before us.
Well, Michael Shields certainly sounded like he was enjoying the celebrations when we spoke to him on Monday.
Talk, I'll be honest, I stood up and there's been no talk. I'd be stood up and there's been a load of idiots out there who didn't have had a go of us, and they did their very best, but look, we stuck through it all. We thick skin, and we you know, I suppose the main thing was he just didn't panic, and that's the main thing, you know.
Has Michael Shields been found this week?
Michael Shields is alive and well. He was back training last night, I think, and I spoke to him today and he said he was feeling much better, so
well, no, you can't really say much now on that front, can you?
Absolutely, I suppose. Look, you know, he's a natural born leader, and he's a great man to rally the troops, and you know, without him we'd be lost.
You don't have much to say about that, do you?
Yeah, that was Monday morning, fairly early. I think it was about 9 o'clock, I think, Brian.
That was 10:30, and I think you were just getting back to the Burlington at that stage, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So coming back, you were greeted by Paul's big ugly face with a big microphone in his hand sticking in your face, going,
I never saw so many lads wanting to talk to him. They're all had the confidence.
083 317 3336 if you want to get any questions in for Derek or for Eoin, or you can leave comments on our Facebook page as well.
Yeah, there's a fair few texts coming in, as you can imagine, Rory, and to be honest, I'd say about 75% of them are from girls asking if Eoin Cadogan is single. Does he get a lot of attention from girls? There's one in from the St. Al's 5th years asking is Eoin single. There's also one for Derek though, so I think I might go to that first. It says, ask Derek please, is it frustrating not starting when you feel you deserve to be?
Yeah, I suppose it was during the year, but to be fair, the competition was unbelievable all year, so justifiably you could have started at any of the 4 midfielders that were there. 4 of us had some part to play last Sunday. 4 of us had a part to play in practically every game, so I think there was a toss of a coin who started it or who finished, and to be honest, the result now speaks for itself.
Incredible competition there though as well, especially in midfield. I mean, we've got the likes of yourself and Nicholas Murphy to come in, and Aidan and Alan O'Connor starting as well, obviously. Yeah,
I think it was a great problem for the selectors to have. As you say, you could start any of the 2, it wouldn't make a difference, and you could bring in another 2, so you knew you were starting strong and finishing strong. So yeah, it was a nice problem for them to have.
Eoin, Niamh in Mallow wants to know how do you prepare mentally for such a big match?
I suppose the bunch of lads that have been there have gone through it all, I suppose, since 2007, and maybe you'd look back at all the defeats maybe that and take them on board, and any time you lose a game you have to look back at it and kind of see where you went wrong and kind of push it on from there. So I suppose even Derek there would have spoken to before the game, and you know, everyone was very calm before, and I think the experience really stood to us on the big day.
Yeah, I think you mentioned there, Eoin, I was reading actually today, John Hayes in the Examiner, he was saying Derek made a great speech, I think, the night before the game, and he kind of mentioned that it seemed a lot more relaxed compared to previous big games and previous finals.
Yeah, Derek will come in there now because he's talking.
Derek's a great public speaker, isn't he?
Well, Derek, gives a blast to watch you said on Saturday night there,
I think Eoin's getting enough attention there, so I think it's time I had my say. But yeah, I think it was relaxed. We've kind of had a high pressure training situations going on the last month building into the finals, so I think Saturday, Sunday was nothing. It was no big deal to us really, so it was really relaxed.
Was that purely down to experience?
I think it was. We've had a couple of finals the last few years, and you begin to block out the kind of circus that goes around it, and you begin to tune in and zone in on the important things, like just playing football. And I think that was evident last weekend, I think.
What about Down? I mean, in terms of what you played this year, obviously it was a 1 point win, and it doesn't get any tighter than that. But were they the best team you played this year?
I would say so, yeah. Dublin definitely gave us probably a bigger scare with the lead they had on us, but Down were definitely a top class team. They've unbelievable players really, and I nearly guarantee they'll be thereabouts next year.
What was said at half time, Owen? Because let's call a spade, the opening 35 minutes last Sunday weren't the best, were they?
I suppose no. Look, we knew ourselves that we hadn't performed to our full potential, or we spoke to ourselves maybe that we needed to express ourselves more on the big day. And look, at half time there was no point in panicking. There was no speeches for Ireland. We just all 3 or 4 simple points where we needed to pick things up, and I suppose our second half performance really showed exactly what we had to do. And I suppose the ball was getting into the boys a lot faster and they were doing the damage.
Does that come from experience as well, considering the disappointment from last year? Remember what the situation was last year, and you're going to say, look, we're not going to this isn't going to happen again this year? Yeah,
I think so. You've got superb leaders there, Derek there has been on a good bit, Nicky Murphy, Antti Lynch, Alex Kenty, John Miskell, all these lads. And I suppose the young fellas would look up to all these guys, and when there needs to be something said, when these fellas speak, they've been around the block now at this stage, and we take it all on board and take their advice.
083 317 336 if you want to get in touch with us here on the programme.
Still plenty of text flooding in. I suppose, Derek, there's a few coming in asking basically, did you ever think you were going to win that All-Ireland medal? Because Owen has obviously just gone on 24, I think, and you obviously felt, Owen, that there would be other opportunities. But Derek, I suppose you'd been there quite a few times before going on 30. Did you ever wonder that maybe it's not going to happen at all?
Paul just called you old there, by the way.
Basically, that's what he did, yeah.
That's okay. I'm still a 20-something winning my first All-Ireland, so it's okay. But I suppose last year, after losing 2 All-Irelands in 3 years, I was doubting it. But I think the way we got the show on the road fairly lively last year, and the amount of training we were doing coming into January, and the way it took off, I was really hopeful that this was going to be our year, right?
Yeah, it was obviously a special feeling for the older guys, especially in the Canty, Noel O'Leary. The guys have been there a long time. I won't call them the older guys. But Anthony Lynch obviously was very unfortunate that he didn't get to play. I mean, he's been there since '99. He's been in 3 defeated All-Ireland finals. There must have been a bit of sympathy for him, even though in fairness in all his comments afterwards he seemed like he was just really enjoying the occasion anyway.
Yeah, to be fair to him, if I was to mention one outstanding player who put in probably the most effort, I would actually pick him out, because he had an absolutely unfortunate year as regards injury after injury after injury, and if it was probably me or it could have been anyone else, probably would have walked away from it. But even 2 weeks before the final, he hadn't kicked the ball in a game and got injured again, and just got back training again, and it was just unbelievable, his focus, and I think that definitely rubbed off on everyone.